So in the last lecture, what we have seen is how we started to study nuclear physics from right from Rutherford's experiment, and then we are now getting familiar with how the nuclear force can be. Okay, so what is the type of the potential and all the stuff we will study this in the first chapter, which is named as nuclear interaction. लास्ट टाइम मी चॅप्टरचं नाव सांगितलं नव्हतं, मी डायरेक्ट सुरू केलं न्यूक्लियर फिजिक्स. सो दिस इज आवर फर्स्ट चॅप्टर, न्यूक्लियर इंटरॅक्शन. सो व्हॉट डज दिस मीन? Nucleon can be either proton or neutron, right? So this can be proton-proton interaction, this can be neutron-neutron interaction, or proton-neutron interaction, or there can be the group of nucleon interacting with other group of nucleon. Like we stated that alpha particle. Okay, so it can be like that. So alpha particle consists of 4 nucleons, so it can interact with other nucleons like that. So as we discussed in the last lecture, we are trying to figure out how the strong interaction is, or what is kind of force is there. Like we discussed about the electromagnetic force and the gravitational force. We know the exact form of the force, but can we find out the exact form of the nuclear force or strong nuclear force specifically? So in order to find out the force, there is one more term we can talk about, and that is potential energy. Okay, so in quantum mechanics you have come across such type of potentials. Okay, in the last lecture also I talked a little bit about this. So in this, let's say potential is 0 and this is infinite walls. Okay, this is infinite wall. So outside this well, the potential is infinite. So whatever the wave function is, it will be inside this boundary. Okay, let's say this is a symmetric potential. So this is 0 and here it is A, here it is minus, like that. So this is infinite square well. But if we are dealing with certain nucleons, or in any case of quantum mechanical system, we know that the potential cannot be infinite. It has to be some finite value. Okay, so inside we have minus V naught potential, and outside it will be 0 everywhere. So now in this case, potential is negative here, and our wave function can be inside this or outside this as well. Okay, so we can think of the particle can come out of the potential well also, but this was not the case with our first potential type, that is infinite square well potential. So if the potential is infinite, the particle cannot come out of the potential, right? So what will be the type, or how the potential energy will look like in case of nuclear physics? So the exact mathematical form is not known till date, but we can come up with some modeling. Okay, so we can model what kind of potential it will look like, and then we can match it with the experimental results, and then we can finalize what kind of potential well it will be. Okay, so this is the first kind. We will not talk about the infinite square well. So here mathematically how can we write? I will write here finite potential well. Okay, so we can talk about this. This is finite square well potential. Okay, finite potential. Okay, because these are the rough edges, sharp edges. Okay, smooth edges नाही आहेत. इथं एक व्हॅल्यू वेगळा आहे आणि इथे एक डायरेक्ट व्हॅल्यू जंप होते. सो दॅट इज sharp edges are there. So that's why this is square well potential. So mathematically how we can write this? Let's talk this as a radius, okay, or radial distance. So in either way we are having the same, because this is symmetric. So how we can write mathematically? V is equal to minus V naught for R is less than or equal to A. Okay, or we just not write equal to, because in case of square well it is ambiguous because of the sharp edge. So if R, the distance, is less than A, then my potential will be minus V naught, and it is equal to 0 outside the well. So I can write if R is greater than A. So in that case, R is greater than A, or R is greater than here A. Though here it is minus A, we are talking here about the distance. So this is positive. Okay, or you can write that this. You might take a mod, but we don't need this because distance is always positive. So we will assume that R is here less than A and R is greater than A. Okay, or you can just write here otherwise. Anything will do. So this is first kind of potential we can talk about. So what we will talk about, the protons and neutrons will have to be inside the potential well, then only it will be the bound state. Okay, outside this it will be unbound, like we discussed about the scattering. So like we talked about infinite square well potential, we will have energies for this, energy levels. So we are going to talk about this, but let's just find out what kind of potentials we can use. So this is the first kind of potential we can use. Then, okay, we must remember that whatever will be the potential, it has to be symmetric. We are going to see 4 or 5 potentials. These all are symmetric. What does that mean? So if the center is here, then no matter I am going to its left or right, because this is in 2 dimension, I can only show left or right, but in 3 dimension it can be in any direction in the plane. Okay, it will be like plane. So whether I am going here, let's say 1 unit distance, or here 1 unit distance, the force will be the same no matter in which direction I am moving from the center. Okay, so this kind of potentials we are going to see. Okay, so now we will move towards the second type of the potential, and that can be the exponential decay type potential. Okay, so we will call it as exponential well. Basically what is going to happen, like this, instead of the square well potential, now we will have some smooth curvature. Okay, I will draw here. So as we know, the potential has to be negative because of we need some bound state. That's why we are taking this negative. So here also I am taking, I am plotting this below the distance axis. This is distance axis, and this will be our potential energy axis V. Okay, so here it is positive V. So we will only have negative energy if we have some bound state. Okay, so if you know how the exponential graph looks like, on the positive axis it will look like this. Okay, and on symmetric it will be symmetric. You need not to draw both sides because we know this is symmetric, this is 0. So inside the box from center, whatever is on the right side, it will be the same, like mirror, it will be the same on the left also. So I am trying to draw exactly same like this. Okay, so we can call this distance as B. Okay, so let the width of the box or width of the potential well is 2B. Okay, so B to left and B to the right. So how mathematically it will look like? Basically it is e raised to minus RB, and there will be some constant. Okay, let's say it is minus V naught. Why minus? Because it is in negative axis, and V naught is some constant. Let's say it is here. This will be minus V naught. Okay, so at r equal to 0, what will happen? E raised to 0. E raised to 0 is 1. So the total potential will be minus V naught. So this is equal to V. V is equal to this. So what will happen at r equal to b? At r equal to b, r by r will be 1. So e raised to minus 1, that is 1 upon e. So here it will be the value. Okay, I will draw at here. This value will be minus v naught upon e. Okay. So we will call that as a width. This will be total width of the potential well. Though there is some part outside this well, so particle can be outside this part, but because we have discussed in the last lecture, nuclear force is a short range force, right? So we will talk about some finite distance here. That's why we will talk about some range or width of the potential well. So here it was 2a, and it is 2b. These are just constants, we can name anything. Okay, so here this is well known to you, and now this potential is there. Okay, this is called as exponential well. Okay, now we will move towards the third well, and that is Yukawa well. I mentioned that in last lecture that Yukawa proposed the nuclear-neutron interaction, how it will be intermediated by pi mesons. Okay, so that is our third potential type. So third type is Yukawa well. So what we are doing here, we are checking all the possibilities we can go through. Okay, because we don't know what is the exact form of the potential or potential well. That's why we are doing this. First obvious choice was our infinite square well, then finite square well, and then there is an exponential well. Okay, so here also you can see this is symmetric. Figure जरी नीट दिसत नसली तरी this is symmetric. Okay. Okay. Yes. Third is a Yukawa well. So he was talking about something like this exponential, but he made some correction. So in the case of Yukawa well, the potential is minus v naught e raised to minus rb as it is, and then divided by some factor r by b. Okay, or just r, I'm not sure. Yes, r by b. किंवा हे जर तुम्ही लिहिलं वरती तर हा b वरती येईल आणि r खाली राहील. So what is the change here? Again, if for r is equal to 0, it will change, but for large r, it will the nature will be the same. Okay. So let me draw this. Okay, I will draw only one side. So here it is 0. Okay, and instead of cutting at potential axis or y-axis, there will be some shift here. Okay, so it is like this. Nature is the same, exponential nature. Okay, but for very small region from the center, it is not going to cut here. Okay, it is going to minus infinity, right? It is going to minus infinity and then it will touch. Okay, so you can see here at r equal to 0, 1 upon 0 is infinity, and here is minus sign. So it will at r equal to 0, it is at minus infinity. So if some particle is at the center of the well, it will never come out of the well. Okay, this is just that mean. And again it is spreading exponentially, so again we can write here it is b. Okay, and same to the other side. So when r is equal to b, what will happen? This b upon b will get cancelled, right? And this e raised to minus 1. So this will become, here it will become minus v upon e. Okay, so r upon b is 1. R upon b is 1. So v naught is some constant. We can determine it experimentally. So this is our third type. So this is mathematical expression. This is diagram. Here it is mathematical expression, and here it is the diagram. Okay. So we will see one more example, or one more potential well. Now the problem with this Yukawa theory, Yukawa well, is that at the center the potential is negative maximum, which cannot be possible. Okay, otherwise the particle cannot get inside outside the well. Okay, so that's why there must be some correction that it should not go to negative infinity. So the last the fourth model we are going to see is Woods-Saxon model. So these are the name of scientists. So what these two scientists proposed is that the width of potential and the height of potential also is the finite. Okay, so we can say this is a modification of finite square well potential. Okay, finite square well कसं होतं बघा, हे finite square well potential होतं. Okay, so here are some sharp edges. So this is also not realistic. Real कुठलाही potential असेल, in that case sharp edges are not possible. So Woods and Saxon proposed one change in this model, and now okay, I will draw here. The model will look like this, on both sides. This is also on both sides. Okay, this is also on both sides. Okay, joining at negative infinity. So what does this tell? Okay, so it has finite height, which we will call as a minus v naught. Okay, so this is minus v naught, and again it is in this region you can see it is exponential. Okay, so I can write here. Okay, so for this I will write here v is equal to minus v naught upon 1 plus exponential of b minus r upon, so that might be another constant. Okay, which we can determine it experimentally. Okay, now let's do the same work as we did earlier. So when we put r is equal to 0 at this, so this will become b by c, e raised to b by c, so that is some constant. Okay, and then v upon some finite constant, so that's it. So okay, so it will be divided by 1 plus e raised to b by c. Okay, so these were some models which were thought by scientists, and then recent model is called as hardcore model. Fifth one, okay, so here it is starting from 0, here increasing r, here it is increasing v, here is also increasing r, and here is decreasing v. Okay, so I am not going to plot this in this axis, it will be the mirror image of that. So according to hardcore model, what it suggests, it is repulsive at the center, close to the center, and then it starts like this region. Okay, so in this region, let's say it is let's say R critical. Okay, so it is RC, R critical. So up to this point, from 0 to RC, what we have is V, let's say V naught, which is tending to infinity. So the potential is infinite, positive infinity, and from region from RC to it is minus v naught into some function of r, some radial function which depends on r, but this form, exact form, is not known. So why this is more realistic? So the experiment suggests that though this strong interaction is very attractive, we seen that because all protons are staying in the nucleus is very hard because of the Coulomb repulsion, still they are there because of the strong nuclear force, so there must be some attractive force. But some experiment of PP scattering shows that at very core, at the very close to the center, the force become repulsive. Okay, So why this force become repulsive is still mystery, but what we can conclude from this part. Okay, so आता आपण जे बघितले सगळे मॉडेल, सो हे का थोडंफार चुकीचं दाखवत आहे, because there is some repulsive part in this. Okay, so it is going to infinity and then it comes back. Okay, or even in case of exponential, why it is wrong? Because it is not at this point or at negative infinity. It is at positive infinity, like here. Okay, it is at positive infinity or approaching towards positive infinity. So what does this mean? If you can look this analogous to some gravitational force or electromagnetic force, negative part of potential energy means attraction and positive part means repulsion. So you can see if the nucleons are very close to each other, then again there is a repulsion. Okay, so no matter whether it is proton proton or neutron neutron, so whether they are positively charged or no charge, that does not matter here, because we are talking about strong force, and we in the last lecture we discussed that strong force is independent of charge, right? Therefore what we can conclude from this comes from PP scattering, experimental results. So आतापर्यंत जे आपण 4-5 मॉडेल्स बघितली, so this comes more realistic because of the PP scattering. जोपर्यंत त्यांना हे फाउंड झालं नाही की at center something was repulsive, in that case Woods-Saxon model was most significant. Okay, so we will going to see Woods-Saxon model and how it explains magic numbers. We are going to see magic numbers. Okay, so from PP scattering we are getting the experimental result that the core, why we call it as hard core, because it is impenetrable. It is very hard that we cannot go further this point. That's why we are calling that as a hard core. So what we get from this, at the center, if the nucleons are very close, so this ह्यात आपण काय दाखवतोय बघा, one neutron is at this point and then another nucleon is approaching this, then how it will feel the force, how the potential energy is varying. So if the particle, if the other nucleon is here, then it will feel the attractive force. Again, as it is getting closer and closer, it will find that the force is more and more as the distance is reducing. But after a certain point, it will find out that force is reducing, and at some point it will become zero, and then it will try to repel the particles. So it should not come any closer than this particle. Okay. So at the center there is some repulsive force. Some repulsion is there at very short distance, and this RC is having value of 0.5 femtometer. So what does this mean? Though the nucleon are together, we cannot bring these nucleons very closer than 0.5 femtometer. Okay, 0.5 femtometer पेक्षा कमी डिस्टन्स त्यांच्यात असू शकणार नाही. So this gives, okay, आपण काल एक प्रॉपर्टी बघितली होती, सॅच्युरेशन प्रॉपर्टी. So this arises from this. Why? ते काय सांगते आपल्याला, डेन्सिटी कॉन्स्टंट आहे. सो डेन्सिटी का कॉन्स्टंट आहे? कारण ह्याच्यापेक्षा क्लोज ते जाऊ शकत नाही. सो डेन्सिटी त्यापेक्षा कमी होऊ शकत नाही. अँड स्टील स्ट्रॉंग फोर्स वॉन्ट टू कंबाईन दिस पार्टिकल्स. सो ऑलमोस्ट दिस पार्टिकल or this distance is identical for every nucleon interaction, or for every particles, sorry, not particles, for every nucleus. That's why एवढ्या आत पण जाऊ शकत नाही, एवढ्या बाहेर पण जाऊ शकत नाही. सो डिस्टन्स प्रत्येक न्यूक्लियन मधलं ऑलमोस्ट कॉन्स्टंट आहे. सो व्हॉट इज डेन्सिटी? इट इज मास पर युनिट व्हॉल्यूम, राईट? सो इफ यू टेक सर्टन व्हॉल्यूम, okay, so if there are 4 nucleons, if I increase the volume, the particles are also going to increase, but the distance, average distance, is not going to change. Therefore the density is almost same all over the nucleus. So this is the outcome of this property, that it is repulsive at very short distances. सो जेव्हा तुम्हाला ह्याच्यावरती प्रश्न येईल प्रॉपर्टी लिहिण्यासाठी, सो काल आपण 4-5 प्रॉपर्टी बघितल्या. सो दिस यू कॅन राईट ॲज अ 6th प्रॉपर्टी, दॅट द न्यूक्लिअर फोर्सेस आर रिपल्सिव्ह फॉर व्हेरी शॉर्ट डिस्टन्स विच इज लेस दॅन 0.5 femtometer.